we're back. You're listening to the Intel Hub. Right now we have SHR joining us from godlikeproductions.com. From Lunatic Fringe to conspiracy and UFOs, you can see it all at Godlike. SHR, welcome to the Intel Hub.
Hey, thanks for having me, Shepard. It's good to be here.
Absolutely. What have you been up to lately?
We've gone through, always constantly have a lot of things happening on the website as far as Godlike Productions goes. I could tell you a little bit about the website. We're one of the largest and most active conspiracy forums on the web. We're also one of the only forums of our size that allows anonymous posting, which is very nice for a lot of the conspiracy-minded people out there, because we allow people to be anonymous. You don't have to register for an account if you don't want to. However, if you do, there's some benefits that come along with that. And you can get a free account, and there's some features that come along with that. And you can get a paid account. There's a little more features that come along with that. And having a paid account helps, helps keep the website alive. It helps keep us going. Everybody needs sponsorship, so we get a lot of sponsorship from our members, so we can cut down on the ads on the website. But we're very active, conspiracy, truth-seeking, all the things you said on the way in. Lunatic Fringe, UFOs, chemtrails, 9/11, whatever conspiracy you want to talk about, or pretty much talk about anything. We're very open, and, we're very much in favor of free expression on godlikeproductions.com.
Well, it's a great forum for people to go check out. How many posts do you guys get over there every day?
We'll get upwards of, actually over 500,000 people, visitors per day. We'll get well over 15,000, probably up in the neighborhoods of 20,000 posts sometimes. Well over 1,000 new threads, which contain a lot of posts. Probably around 1 million or so per day of page views on the website. So we're a very active forum. As a matter of fact, if I look at the number of people that are just online right now, it's 1,500 people. So we have a lot of members. We have a lot of just kind of registered users. And we have a lot of anonymous people that are constantly flowing through the website. And this is sort of the nature of the new alternative media of which we are a part of. Because we have this worldwide reach, and because we allow a lot of posting and anonymous posting, we have a lot of people that come through the website that are kind of like our boots on the ground all over the world.
Right.
When someone sees something happening near them, they can report it, ask a question about it. And it's literally a place where you can go as anybody, just log into your browser, whichever browser you want to use, and post something, and it will be on the internet and immediately have a lot of exposure. And we get this all the time, that people just kind of come in and say, hey, I just found this place. Am I here? Am I really on the internet? And they'll immediately start to get replies and become interactive. And that's the way that the new, the quote unquote alternative media is catching up to what we all know as the mainstream media today. And you can see the mainstream media beginning to kind of backtrack to want to get in to that same sort of, that flood, that newness, that new creativity that the alternative media, which we're a part of, has always had. You see every CNN article now has a place for people to post comments. That's what we've always done. I'm sure you're aware of this. A lot of your, guests are aware of this. But this is rapidly becoming the new source of media versus the mainstream media, which is very biased, we all know.
Oh yeah. Now you were talking about threads. Can you explain that to the listeners? What's a thread?
A thread? A thread will be a topic that you post. You have to. You can kind of think of this as like a bulletin board system. Okay. So you write on a piece of paper and just say something like, "Hello, my name is Shepard. I have a couch for sale." please reply back. And you take that and you write that on the piece of paper, and that's your thread. You post it on a bulletin board. The bulletin board is the Internet. The bulletin board is the forum. People will come by wherever you have your thread, your little bulletin posted, and they will leave replies. Someone will say, no, I don't have a couch. Someone will say, yes, I have a couch. Someone will say, yes, no, whatever. Go F yourself, whatever they want to say. And that's the way a thread is. A thread is basically kind of a folder of different posts. So you'll have a thread on a certain topic. Say I live on the Gulf Coast, and this is what I experienced today on the beach that's near my neighborhood concerning the, BP oil well spill. And then people will go into that thread, they'll open it up, and they'll read what not only you have written as kind of an article, but what other people have replied to it, and then they can respond themselves. And that's the way these forums, these bulletin board type forums, which we are, function.
That's great, because it's what it's allowing people to do is not only post their own stuff, but you can really monitor some news on these different threads on a micro scale level or any level. It's very interesting because you're getting real-time reports from across the globe right there in a lot of cases. So you can find so much stuff that's interesting. What are some of the most far-out or interesting conspiracy threads that you've seen on Godlike? What are some of the craziest topics?
Just recently, we've had some great ones. We had a picture of the new Deutschmark that went really viral and went across the mainstream media. And somebody said that, this is going to happen. I work in a bank, and they were going to post the pictures of it. And it went on and on. Many hundreds of pages of posts within that thread with people speculating about it. And that was just one of them. When we had the big spiral effect in Norway, it was Godlike Productions that first broke where the actual photographs, the most prominently seen photographs, were actually taken from, and they weren't taken from the town that all the mainstream media said, and that also went very viral. And you saw the mainstream media begin to correct themselves within a matter of, say, 24 to 48 hours. We've had a lot of threads over the years that have generated all sorts of, speculation, as well as a lot of things that turned out to be true later. And we were some of the first to break those. And like I said, the spiral in Norway was a perfect example of that, because it was on us with a photo overlay that a poster did. Actually found the exact location that photograph was taken from. So people began to, triangulate in on that, on size and location and everything like that.
Absolutely. What are some of the more controversial topics you've seen where people are kind of, fighting back and forth, arguing, because no one can agree on it, something like that? What's some of the most controversial topics, do you think?
We run the gambit from politics to conspiracy, to what you said is quote-unquote lunatic fringe, UFOs, chemtrails, everything about GMO foods. We just carry such a wide range of topics. And with the sort of, the sort of loose lid that we keep on the place, we don't want it to be too mild, but we don't want it to be too wild either, because conversation is lost when we begin to get a little too, we allow it to be too wild.
Right.
But we do let people argue and fight. And if it gets a little sporty out there, well, that's okay. That's what we're all about, passionate debate and everything like that. But you can literally find passion on virtually any subject. I've lived, because I'm one of the administrators there and one of the forum moderators, I've had to break up fights over who loves each other more. Who's going to be the best light being of love or something like that. And they're almost ready to choke each other, I'll be in the fourth dimension vibrating to this lovely frequency before you, and it won't be as lovely as mine, and it's like it'll turn into a brawl. So you see that sort of passion on a lot of subjects. It's not so much that it's one or two that people will really fight about. I mean, we do have some that will virtually always generate that sort of passion. You know, when you have the Israeli-Palestinian issue, for instance, you have a passion over 9/11 and the current wars and current politics. All the current political conditions are almost guaranteed to generate that kind of heated debate, almost as a given all the time. But when you allow people to really express themselves and to get into that kind of debate mode and basically have a protagonist and an antagonist in the same thread, you're always going to get that kind of spirited debate. And we get that throughout the website.
Yeah, right. Now, what are some of the bigger stories or threads that you keep seeing reoccur on your forum? What would you consider probably like the biggest story or topic on your forum? Something like Planet X or something?
We have some threads on that. We used to actually have Nancy Leader here give a live chat every week. A lot of people hated her. A lot of people loved her. She was very controversial, and we used to have her give a live chat here every week. She since went to another place, but you know, actually she's still a member of the site. So, you know, we get a lot of Planet X stuff, you know, and there's always two sides to that controversy, to that debate.
Yeah.
And, you know, they're always going to be going at each other, you know. You know, we have a lot of gigantic major threads on Nezra, you know, and there's a lot of people that passionately believe in the whole Nezra, I don't want to say theory, but basically, you know, the whole Nezra subject, there's a lot of people that passionately believe in it. And have for years because we've been waiting for it for years. And there's also a lot of people that are passionately negative about it. So we always have that. We have some really big threads on that. We have some very big 9/11 threads. You know, we do a lot of debate on the whole 9/11 issue, on whether it was an inside job, whether it's a controlled demolition, whether there was planes, whether there was no planes, who believes what and to what level and everything like that. And also one thing that's nice about Godlike Productions is that the moderators, the administrators like myself, and the forum owner too, we're all welcome to voice our own opinions as regular opinionated people on the website as well. So we get to participate in it, which is really nice because as you could tell, I like to talk a lot. So when I talk a lot, I like to post a lot too.
Oh yeah.
And I'm the same way in my posts. I'm the same way in real life. So we get to express our opinions, and we get to participate in the forum as well. We just don't have to be outside observers and mainly play referee. You know, we get to participate in it as well, which is really nice. So.
Are the alien-type topics and UFOs big on Godlike?
Yeah. You know, they're big. They're right up there with any other. It's really hard to say if we have one topic that dominates. A lot of that is going to depend on what is going on in current events. You know, like we have, you know, right now to pick a situation, we have the burning the Quran situation, okay?
Yeah.
So this is kind of a hot topic now. It's on everybody's minds. You know, everybody wants to talk about it. Everybody wants to speak out about it. Everybody wants to voice their opinion about it. So we have a lot of threads about that at Godlike.
What are some of the comments you're getting on that particular issue?
You know, we run the gambit. Everything from, you know, we don't think we should do it. What are we doing? You know, we had a pretty big notable member say, you know, I don't think we should be doing this. Give peace a chance. This is wrong that we're doing this. Some of the replies that he got were like, you know, hey, they burn flags every day. You know, they burn Bibles every day. That's no big deal. This shouldn't be any more of a big deal than that. And